Hello everyone. This video will give you some insights on Corpus Linguistics 101 as part of our course requirement BBI 3225, Corpus Studies in Language Learning, University Putra Malaysia. At the end of this video, we will demonstrate on how to analyze a language feature using concordance with a corpus software. Our group members comprise of Anis Nabilah binti Ahmad Ihwan, Azmira Eriza binti Abdul Rahman, Zulaika binti Zulkifli, Nur Ashila binti Abdul Malik, and our lecturer, Dr. Afida Muhammad Ali. In this video tutorial, you will learn the definition of corpus, the corpus software, the British National Corpus BNC and its uses, and the concordance and analyzing a language feature. So, what is corpus linguistics? According to Bennett 2010 in his article called An Introduction to Corpus Linguistics, the principles of corpus linguistics have been around for almost a century. Lexicographers or dictionary makers have been collecting examples of language in use to help accurately define words since at least the late 19th century. Before computers, these examples of language were essentially collected on small slips of paper and organized in pigeonholes. The advent of computers led to the creation of what we consider to be modern-day corpora. So, what exactly is corpus linguistics? Corpus linguistics approaches the study of language in use through corpora or singular corpus. A corpus is a large principled collection of naturally occurring examples of language stored electronically. So in short, corpus linguistics serves to answer two fundamental research questions. First, what particular patterns are associated with lexical or grammatical features? Second, how do these patterns differ within varieties and registers? Broadly, corpus linguistics look to see what patterns are associated with lexical and grammatical features. Searching corpora provides answers to questions like, what are the most frequent words and phrases in English? What are the differences between spoken and written English? What tenses do people use most frequently? What prepositions follow particular verbs? And many more. The British National Corpus (BNC) and the American National Corpus (ANC) are examples of large generalized corpora. These large generalized corpora contain written texts such as newspapers, magazine articles, works of fiction and non-fiction, and spoken transcripts such as informal conversations, government proceedings, and business meetings. If generalization about language as a whole are to be drawn, a large general corpus should be consulted. So in this video, we are going to choose the British National Corpus (BNC) as our tool to analyze one aspect of a language feature. So, what is BNC? Based on the BNC website, the British National Corpus is a 100 million word collection of samples of written and spoken language from a wide range of sources. 90% of the BNC is samples of written corpus use. These samples were extracted from regional and national newspapers, published research journals, or periodicals from various academic fields, fiction and non-fiction books, and other published materials and unpublished materials. While the remaining 10% of the BNC is samples of spoken language use. The spoken corpus consists of two parts. One part is demographic and another is context governed. So, how do we use BNC? The simplest way to use the BNC is to go to its homepage. Here, you can register for an account. You can make changes to an existing account. You can reset your password or simply log into the British National Corpus. If you have no BNC account, you have to click on Register for an account. A short time later, you will receive a confirmation mail with a link that you have to click in order to verify your registration. Since we have already registered, we can straight ahead log into the BNC. Once you have logged into the website, you can use all options of the British National Corpus. The sample search in the BNC can be used to search for a word, a phrase, a wildcard, a part of speech, or a combination of these, or even to look for sentence concordances. Before we proceed, what is concordance? Based on the definition in the Oxford Dictionary, a concordance is an alphabetical list of the words, especially the important ones, present in a text, usually with citations of the passages concerned. So, how do we obtain the concordance output for a particular word of our choice? In this demonstration, we will find out the concordance output for the word interested. So first, what we need to do is type in interested in the search browser. You can even change your restriction option according to the list based on your preference. Here, we would like to restrict the search to written text. Then click on Start Query. To view the concordance line of the result, click on Show KWIC View. KWIC is an acronym for Keyword in Context, which is the most common format of concordance lines. Each concordance line in a set includes the target word, and our target word is interested. This target word is also called node. The target word is always in the middle of the concordance line. This means that when we study a word in a set of concordance line, we can see its context. In other words, the words which are used before it and after it. What if we wanted to do a new query for the word interested? We would like to know the collocations for the word interested as the language feature of our choice. So all we have to do is click on the new query and choose collocations from the drop-down list and click Go. Okay, here you can choose whether you want the lemma information or the dictionary form of the word displayed or not. But if there are no further changes, click Submit. So once the result is displayed, we can further filter the results using the choices given. Here, we would like to filter the result for a preposition of the word interested. So click on the drop-down menu of the tag, which is the grammatical tag or the word category, and choose any preposition. Once everything is ready, click Go. So these are the prepositions that collocate with the word interested. Now, we can choose the preposition we want for the collocation of the word. Let's choose the preposition in since it has the highest frequency. So we click on the frequency to view the result. The result is displayed in full sentence form, but since we want to analyze concordance, we have to click on the Show KWIC View. And now we will have our concordance list for the word interested in, with the interested being the node. Now let's transfer the result into table form in Microsoft Word so we could analyze the concordance of the word interested in. The objective of creating concordances is to look for patterns of language use based on repetitions. Identifying such patterns may help us to note discourses, particularly if the patterns are relatively common. So first, we need to scan the concordance lines by looking at the words and phrases which occurs to the left and to the right hand side of the terms. For the analyzation, we will analyze one word to the left of the node and one word to the right of the node. It seems here that the collocation consists of adjective interested plus preposition in, followed by noun and verb, but mostly noun based on the concordance list. The example is in number 3, interested in art. Art is the noun, and another one is in number 13, interested in joining. Joining is the verb. The first word to the right of the node is the preposition in. But in number 39, okay, the first word to the right of the node is the noun donors, interested donors. The adjective interested here seems to modify the noun donors. The collocates to the left of the node are mostly adverbs like specifically, more, particularly, very, obviously, vitally, less, ever. What else? Right, and very. All the words highlighted in green. Most adverbs here are the adverb of degree, like specifically, number 1, and more. In number 19, the collocate to the left of the node used is the adverb of certainty. Obviously. Obviously is an adverb of certainty. Other collocates to the left of the node are verb to be, like in number 2. Are interested in, and number 10, was interested in. There are two collocates to the left of the node which is a verb. They are in number 11 and 12. The verb become interested in. The collocation interested in are used in a positive construction except in number 25 and 34. Let's look at number 25 first. Because the construction is negative because of the word not interested in. And in number 34, not interested in. All the sentences seem to have active construction and they are either declarative or interrogative. In number 24, the sentence is interrogative WH because it uses the question asks why. It uses the word why. But in number 25, the sentence is interrogative yes or no because the answer has to be either yes or no. You are not interested in the ballet, I think. So the answer is either yes or no. Another one is in number 48. 48 is interrogative WH because the question uses why. So that's all for our analysis on concordance using the British National Corpus. There are many other analyses that you can do using the available corpus software online. We hope that this demonstration can benefit you in your study, work, research and many more. So that's all from us. Thank you.